Hey, yo, happy 420, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's buy you guys some time here. Let's tweet out the room. Y'all feeling it or what? Throw me some fucking emojis too. Let's go. Let's bust this algorithm open. I'm feeling it. Feel the passion. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. Me not care which emoji. I throw them no. If you feel it, raise your hand in the sky. I know you're feeling it. Crystals are nice, I like the toes, I keep on spilling it. Bone crushes, I keep real close, I got the skill for this. On my back, the flyers closed, looking ill as shit. Transactions illegitimate, cause life is still a bitch. And then you die, but for now, life, close your eyes and feel his dick. Since diapers had nothing to live for like the lifers, but making sure every nigga stay rich within my cipher. He paid the price to circle our success, they turn my mic up. I'm about to hit these niggas with some shit that'll light your life up. If every nigga in your clique is rich, your clique is rugged. Nobody will fall cause everyone will be each other's crutches. I hope you fools choose to listen, I drop jewels, bustin'. These are the rules I follow in my life, you gotta love it. Jiggy jigger looking gully in the joint. If y'all niggas ain't talking about large money, what's the point? I'm feeling it. Feel the passion, it's taking away. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. Feel the heart that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hand in the sky. Even if it ain't sunny, hey, I ain't complaining. I'm in the rain doing the buck 40 hydroplaning. What's shorty? When you disappear, the sun. Maintaining, putting myself in no position most of these rappers ain't in. I'm living, the ill street blues got your hunger painting. Nothing to gain and a whole lot to lose, just still singing. Ooh, I'm Pharaoh, in every borough. My name be ringing, warming it up for the perfect time. They hit your brain and you're feeling it. To all the girls, I bought a girl who took and steal my bricks. No doubt they could vouch, my life is real as shit. 95 South and Poppy on the hill and shit. And all the towns like Cambridge that I kill with shit. And all the thorough ass niggas that I hustle with. Throw your joints in the air one time and bust your shit. These fake rappers can't really know I'm loving it. You feeling it? I'm feeling it. Feel the passion, it's taking away. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. I'm feeling it. Feel the heart that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Feel the passion, it's taking away. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. Feel the heart that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Y'all ain't heard that nigga J High. The crystals will keep me wet like Baywatch. I keep it tight for all the nights my mama prayed I stop. Said she had dreams a sniper hit me with a fatal shot. Those nightmares, man, them dreams that you say you got. Give me the chills, but these meals, well, they make me hot. You don't feel me enough to stop the ailing, right? But at the same time, these dimes keep me feeling tight. I'm so confused. Okay, I'm getting weeded now. I know I contradicted myself. Look, I don't need that now. It's just once in the blue when there's nothing to do. When the tension gets too thick for my sober mind to cut through. I get the zone in. Me and the chick on the island and we're boning. I free my mind. Sometimes I hear myself moaning. Take one more toke, then I leave that weed alone, man. It got me going. Shit. Feeling it. Feel the passion, it's taking away. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. I'm feeling it. Feel the heart that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Feel the passion, it's taking away. Feel the legs pushing up on the sand. Feel the heart that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Feel the passion, it's taking away. I can have it? Oh, thanks, boo-boo. Oh, I spilled it. Y'all didn't know Jay smoked weed, did you? I think that might be the one Jay-Z track. That's off Reasonable Doubt for all you youngins out there. That might be the only Jay-Z track about smoking weed. I dare you to find another one. I hope you're feeling it. I was trying to roll one, and I realized I'm out of weed, so I'm not feeling that. But I got a pen around here somewhere. That's what I was trying to find. You guys, it's Monday. It's a new week. Bitcoin is still sticking at 28K. I think we're at like 28.2. Crow had a nice little pump. I don't even want to call it that. What was it? we had movement. Okay, Crow had some movement that was separate, you know? It was like isolated movement. How about that? Hey, now I sound fucking smart. That's what I was trying to do. All right, so we saw some bullish divergence and a isolated momentum from Crow. So I also heard them talking positively about Crow on the BitBoy network. They're listening, man. I even had them calling it a cocaine bear market over the weekend. I was in the comments and I called it a cocaine bear, and then TJ like said it out loud, and Ben was like, "What? What's a cocaine bear? Oh yeah, this market, yeah. It's a cocaine bear market. It sure fucking is, Yogi. What's cracking?
What's up, man? Man, that was like a little speed bump Crow had.
Speed bump. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, luckily I was watching, right? So I was able to pull a little bit of leverage out of Tectonic, and I had to throw a short in on Bitcoin at 28 too before we started the show because I've shorted and longed it twice over the past 24 hours from 28 down to 27, longed it back up to 28, shorted it back down to 27. And I'm surprised that we're staying up at 28. I thought we might bounce down to a channel that's like closer to 27. But no one can call it these days. I mean, I hope everyone had some time this weekend to step back, take 3 deep breaths, and look around. Because holy shit, look where we are. Look what we're doing. Look at what we've been doing. And if you're new here, welcome to the jungle. Do we have new? We do. Look at this. Justin's down here. Hey, Justin. Hit you with a follow. Murder Birds. What's crack-a-lacking? Don't forget to tweet out the room, y'all. I just scheduled all the spaces for this week.
Dude, I seen that. I was like, holy shit. Look at
Gotta get her done, boy. What am I missing though? What's been going on?
man, I don't know. Nothing. Our dog shit's popping off. Our dog giving all kind of shit away if y'all not in the Discord.
Yo, our dog and Arda Nick Taylor killing it, man. Chronoballs killing it. GDRT, I see you. Killing
Yeah,
it, man.
he's trying to sneak in here with his Crow for Life
I told him he's got to
account.
rock that. That shit is so badass, bro. That is just that's like when Sean starts rocking that shit, Crow starts moving. You know what I mean?
And I tell you what, Sean, I really love the new pin login on the app. That shit is so much better.
Tell me, tell me, man. I can't even do the binary options because my bank account isn't linked because I have like half-ass KYC with crypto.com.
Yeah, but
And
I'm talking about Sean's app. I'm talking about the Good Driver app.
oh, on the Good Driver app.
Yeah, he changed it to where you could just set up a pin code now to log in. It's before you used to have to put your email and your password to log in.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah. That's how that's how people wanted it. For sure. Is that new?
Yeah, that's fairly new. Couple weeks.
Word. Um I posted a picture of this old merch and Bach thought this was new. I'm gonna pin this up top. I think Sweeps is the one that made
Yeah,
this
I saw
shirt.
that. I saw that earlier.
Yeah, Sweeps made that when we first made Bach Thunder LP NFTs. And they are still minting, y'all. There's like I think 340 minted so far. And y'all minted like 77 Thundercats over the weekend. Amazing. Just remarkable. Yeah, no, wonderful job. I don't know what's different. I don't know what changed, but they are flying off the motherfucking shelves. Two people minted gold Thundercats and got a million Thunder. One person got a dope Chronos chimp. Cause like first of all, we're famous for giving out those chimps, but second of all, we don't give out no chump chimps either. These aren't those chimps that have been on the floor the whole time. You know which ones I'm talking about? They've been there the whole time, bro. Since I got here, there's been these like 8 chimps that just can't get off the floor. That's not what we're talking about here. Nah, this motherfucker had let me find the tweet. Now I can't even remember. But I'm going to pin a bunch of stuff because a lot has happened and a lot is about to happen. We got big numbers coming out on Wednesday. FOMC. They're always saying it's the most important FOMC meeting every single time. This time it really kind of is, though. Like, the banking system is collapsing. And, like, we can't forget that this is exactly what we've been talking about for 2 years in here. Like, it's kind of wild that everything we've been talking about starts happening at the same time. 2023, we're not going to be those dudes that said we called it, you know, but everything we've been talking about is happening. Drewski's up here. What up, Drewski?
Yo, I'm out with my dad right now, but I just wanted to mention I actually minted, or I guess purchased, I don't know if it's minted is the right word, my first Bitcoin ordinal. And it's, oh, I pinned the wrong thing. It's the Bit Apes, and apparently people that own Bored Ape Yacht Club, not like the owners of it, they own the NFTs. Like they own a few of the NFTs. A few of the community members that own those got together, and they created this Bit Apes Ordinal project. And I pinned up to the top a thread I made about these ordinal NFTs because there is a lot of different, I guess, intricacies with these NFTs compared to other ones. So if you're wanting to learn more about Bitcoin NFTs, that's definitely a thread that you're going to want to check out. I just pinned it to the top.
Nice work, Drewski. Look at that. Not only going out there and doing this for the first time, which is what we're really encouraging all the little birds out there to do. Jump out of the nest and see how far you can fly. Bitcoin ordinals has been a hot topic. And Drew went out there and did it, man. And not only that, he came back and made a fucking thread, which is the best way to get information out. I'm told. I've never done a good one.
Yeah, yeah, they're a little hard. I was typing it up while I was in the space, and I was so distracted. But yeah, man, I'm actually gonna have the Bit Apes on my cross chain space next week, which I've been talking to the community members about it. I'm pretty excited for it, man. Because like we've been talking about, you know, it is like kind of a hot topic. It's interesting, and Bitcoin's like not really made for NFTs, but they did it anyways, and I'm kind of vibing with it.
Yeah, so real quick, how was the process?
So the process, it it's not your standard process. If you check out the thread up there, it's kind of like a Web 2 buying process. You put your first and your last name, which I don't think you have to put your real first and your last name, but you put your first and your last name, your country, the email address, and your Twitter. And then after that, you go ahead and select which crypto that you want to pay with. They had 5 different cryptos that you could pay with. So hypothetically, I think you could pay with them with Kronos if they made that an option, but they didn't. You could pay with Ethereum, USDT, Bitcoin, and I think like 2 other ones,
Bro,
but
this looks
Kronos was
so
not on there.
scammy. Like if I was going
I
through
know,
this,
right?
I would be sweating bullets, bro.
Yeah, dude, I was a little hesitant at first, but it seemed like the project the Bit Apes project I could trust uh, that project, and even if I couldn't, I just send out the $45 in Ethereum plus gas fees, which were like $9. And hey, you know what? I lose that. You know, it is what it is. It's the risk that we're all taking, but it's not like they're trying to like steal your information or something like that. Even though it looks kind of like it gives that vibe, right? But I don't think that's what they're going for.
It's super interesting, man. I hope you got some time to stick around. I know you said you're out with your dad. Sweeps is up here. Did you take that picture, Sweeps?
Yeah, I made that. I actually had a question for you. Could I redo that and sell it on the Trolltown merch store and then like set it up to like your Oxic like it would come in Canadian dollars and then I would make it into Crow and then send it to an Ox address of your guys's.
Definitely,
Would that be
man.
would that
I
be
think
cool? Oh,
and more
sweet.
people need to be doing this. You know, like we have great IP that we're not fully utilizing.
Yeah, like that's sharp. And I've been doing web design and I worked for a company, Toronto Web Design for a bunch of years doing clients and stuff. So I'm really good at like the keyword stuff. And I think just having like that art's tight, man. Like it's like when Bach did the LPs and your guys like just having it just looks sick. So I
Bro,
think it
I'll
would
be
do well.
first order. No shit. Like I gotta have this shirt. So wherever it gets split up, whatever coins it gets turned into, I'm fucking down with.
Yeah. Like it would come in Canadian. I'm in Canada, so it'd come in Canadian dollars, and then I would just put it through crypto.com. I could turn it into USDC or Crow or like whatever you guys want. And then that's how like it would just be I think it's 40% profit from all the shirts. So it's like and I can make different stuff too. There could be hats, there could be bags, there could be whatever. I just like if I'm allowed to do that, then I would love to have you guys on there. It'd be cool, having different projects and
I'll
stuff.
show you how dope this shirt is. If you would rock that shirt, throw me a fucking emoji down there. Look at all y'all. Coins, what's good, man?
Hey, what's up, Alpha? What's up, Dragon? What's up, everybody? I wanted to come up because I saw Dragon had, what I was kind of talking about, like, 2 days ago, talking about the bit apes. If you guys have any questions, I've been living, breathing, eating bit apes, been over in the community space literally for like 72 hours, just answering questions. We have so many people coming in there, so many people asking questions. So we're creating history over there. We're one of the first ape collection on Bitcoin, inscribing these images onto the blockchain. Probably some of the first people on Web3 to do it. And if you think ordinals aren't going to be here years down the road, I think you're crazy. And also, there's only around 500,000 inscriptions onto the Bitcoin blockchain right now. Anything under 1 million is going to be a good number because there's millions upon millions more that are going to be inscribed onto this block. And if you get this 4K image in a collection of 10,000 with people who are growing a community, because everybody in this community has to learn how the fuck to do this. So they're all real people doing it, which makes this even more bullish.
Oh,
So
100%, bro. I'm with you. Like, what's
yeah,
the
What
what's
do
the
you guys think
easiest
on
way
$1 million?
to explain to newbies
uh-huh.
how to start? Like
The
we've
Bitcoin
we've
ordinal.
got
So
DeFi wallets, right? So we got a
okay.
Bitcoin address and
So it's a lot of steps. So I saw this on my timeline and I followed the Twitter and I saw these people in the space. So I joined the space, asked some questions. And they're the same questions everybody else has been coming when they come in. First is, is this a fucking scam? Like, why would I send Bitcoin to somebody, right? Like, it just looks stupid, And then you realize
that
you
was
sent
my
the
first.
money.
Like
Yeah,
even looking at Drew put a whole thread together up here about
yeah.
his experience minting his first one, and I'm looking at the screenshots like, bro, I would turn around and run.
Exactly. But once you understand what an ordinal is and the potential that this has, and you realize that the team sent you the image that they promised they would send you, and now it's your job to put it on the blockchain because nobody else will, that's pretty fucking cool. So when you do mint an ape, do not tell anybody your ape number until it is on the blockchain because then if they know your number, somebody else could add it to the collection when the marketplace is open. So before your stuff is on the blockchain, don't tell anybody your ape number. I had a friend slip and sent me a screenshot, and I was like, bro, please don't send that to anybody because they could steal your ape. Because when you inscribe your ordinal, you inscribe it, and you send it to your Bitcoin ordinal wallet. So there's like a whole bunch of other steps, but the first step you got to do is send ETH and Bitcoin and fill out the form on their website, right? But then they'll send you an image, and that's when you go to another site called gamma.com, and it's a process that we can teach you to put that, make it into an NFT and send it to your Bitcoin NFT wallet. It's really simple, but it's kind of like when you first learn to use MetaMask or PancakeSwap or even the Crypto.com DeFi wallet for the first time. So it's pretty. I'm getting a lot of like, what's it called? Like reminiscing like my old days when I just learned about this shit, and I'm trying to teach people.
Yeah, it's
So
nostalgic, bro. I'm saying it's got
yeah,
me all excited again. Like we're doing something new. We got to teach
exactly,
everybody. I got to learn how to do this. And you reminded me that the most important thing that we do as a community is look out for each other and show each other, you know, the potholes that are coming up in the road. Cause like we all get excited, you know, and we stop looking at the road. And just like with sneakers, like I had a fucking order canceled the other day because I got excited and I was fucking in Web3 so much I forgot about order numbers in your screenshot, and I posted it like, "Yo, look at these J's I just hit." And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, I got an email the other night. I told you guys about it on the show the next day. It was like, "Oh, we canceled your order as per your request." And I was just like, "Oh man, this hasn't happened to me in years." And I forgot that people are motherfuckers, man. Like someone
exactly,
someone saw it on Twitter, and it wasn't even from this account. It was from the fucking Crow Kicks account. So like,
mm,
someone's just a hater. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
um,
I just want to say one more reason to be bullish on ordinals, guys. People don't understand with NFTs on like Ethereum, etc. That contract, like that contract can change. They could rug you. They could change your NFT, whatever they want to do. On Bitcoin, bro, the only way your image that they send you turns into an NFT is if you submit it and you pay the money and you put in the work, right? And that contract is yours. Nobody can fuck with it but you. It's yours. And it's on the Bitcoin blockchain, and it's going to be there before 1 million inscriptions. And there's going to be hundreds of millions of inscriptions. Imagine being in before 1 million on the first Bit Ape collection on Bitcoin. We're
yo,
fucking here.
we were saying that about being a part of the first million wallets on Chronos, and that happened in the first year while we were
Yeah.
here. And it's like, if you were here, you you made it. It's like, it's
Yeah, you had that million crow.
bro, we've hit so many important milestones like that. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Right on. But yeah, I just want to spread the news because I feel like I've been in it for a while and I got a lot. If you got any questions, just come over to the Bit Ape space and we'll answer them. But the community is awesome. Appreciate you guys letting me
Are
talk
they running
about it.
24-hour spaces like
Bro,
Alliance used
20,
to?
24/7.
Yeah, that's why it's fucking nostalgic. It's like a deja vu up in this
And
bitch.
there's 60 people in there earlier. There's usually around 40, but when I started going in, there was like 20-ish, but now it's around the clock, 40 to 50. And it's about to mint out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 left, 1,234. So a 10,000 piece collection. Come get them while they're hot.
Holy shit. That was a great pitch,
Yes,
bro.
sir. Yeah, hey, bro. It was good. It's good talking to you guys, and I appreciate you always pulling me up here.
Oh, definitely, man. Drew, what's good?
Yeah, one of the other things I'll say is I feel like a big reason is why people thought it was a scam at first is partially due to the mints going on, like the Dgon's mint, the 0.44 Bitcoin. You know, that's like, what, like 9 bands, something like that, to mint one of their NFTs. And that gave me like bad vibes right off the bat, right? But I wanted to learn more about it, and I just kind of literally yesterday at around midnight, I saw it pop up in my Spaces feed, and I was like, "Oh, I should join it. This looks interesting." And I just kind of minted
That
my
same
first
space,
one at 1 a.m.
the Bit Ape Twitter space?
Yeah, so the official project, they don't seem to be hosting many or at all, but the community members are the ones hosting it. There's a few well-known community members that have been hosting it, and I mean the community seems really cool. It seems like they're doing some great stuff over there, so I'm excited for it. But yeah, man, it's if you look into like the Bit Apes community and what they're doing, to me at least, it definitely seems very legit. But with any new blockchain or any new NFTs or anything like that, obviously there's going to be some cash grabs, some people just rugging. So make sure to
And
always
that
do
just
your
this
own
process,
research.
bro. Like
Yeah,
sending,
just the process, man.
well, sending crypto to someone so that they send you a picture that you then put on the blockchain is like that's
It screams scam. But once you like dig in, DYOR, you start to see the real potential and the belief.
Okay, I got a real question here. Real question. Okay, so they send you a PNG and then you go on the Bitcoin network and then you mint it, but it's not under the contract, right? Like I don't understand
There is
how
no contract, Mark.
it's just a
I can
picture.
explain it to you real quick. So they give you that
No,
JPEG.
there's
You go to gamma.com or whatever it's called. It's a service that inscribes it into the block for you. There's 100 million satoshis in each block, and there's a service fee. You can pay economy, normal, like high or highest. Economy used to go through, but now it's getting so busy that the transactions don't go through, and they send you an email saying,
Well, okay, no, but gamma's the like last step. Like you said that they give you like a
yeah,
PNG and then you go to gamma and then you mint it onto the blockchain. But if it's not under a contract umbrella,
Mark.
then what?
There's no contract here. The Ordos thing, like coins on Web3. I feel like I'm not fighting Ornos or whatever, but please don't compare Ethereum technology to Ornos. It's just like
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think
It's like
I
there's
don't think I
like
compare.
dude,
Ethereum is
we're
light
going
years
so
ahead here.
backwards. This shit is hilarious to watch
That's like
this live
caveman
in
stuff. Like
4K.
and,
But
and oh my
but
god.
but but coins on Web3, like I have full respect for Ordinals, and I see what they're doing. It brings some use case
Mm-hmm,
to Bitcoin, but I just have a problem when people on the Ordinals train.
mm-hmm.
It's like I know how it feels when you feel like you're touching fucking gold. I felt the same way every time I jump on the different blockchains, but please do not FUD the EVM
No,
technology and
I'm
what
not
smart
flooding it.
contracts
It's just a
mean.
fact box. You can
Um,
change the contract if you want. You can't change shit on my about this NFT. You can't do anything to it.
if I make a contract that's not changeable, it doesn't change.
Yeah,
Do,
yeah,
do, you, do you
that is a
understand
fact.
what the
That's a
power of that
fact. But
is?
this is telling you you're not going to get rugged because you created this NFT yourself. You don't have somebody on
Coins,
the
you're not
back end
listening
doing
to
it.
me. You're not listening to me. If I make a contract that's not, you can't change the metadata, I can make a contract that the artwork is on the blockchain too on
Hmm.
Ethereum. Like it's so modular because it's a Turing complete technology, right? Bitcoin is not,
Hmm.
and and I'm not saying. And look, you can, did you know you can inscribe multiple things to a Satoshi,
Yeah, you
not
can.
just
But
one?
what I'm learning is you don't want to do that because it's either not going to go through it or, it's not.
well,
That's
like
just what I've
until
learned.
you reach the 1 megabyte capacity, you can just keep.
No, not that. You can inscribe multiple things to Satoshi. You just have different ordinal inscription numbers, and they will be the same Satoshi. It's like, dude, the technology is cool and all. Like, I just don't think we should like be pushing people and making it like a normal thing for someone to send $45 to a random person,
I'm
and as there's
amazed.
no
I'm
trustless
amazed that so
system,
many people have done
there's no
this.
smart
Well,
contract, and you technically could make something like that on Bitcoin with the partially signed transaction. But I'm sure that whoever's running this project, they're not devs, they're
bro,
not. They're just it's a fucking dude. It's okay, bro.
so
You know,
I don't know. I'm just going by what the community's saying and the like what I'm being told. Apparently, even on the site it says 6 OG board apes, right? And you have IP rights to your board apes. So they were able to take their traits and their apes and make their own 10,000 piece collection.
I'm not, dude. I'm not fighting the bit thing. What I'm talking about, dude, is the
Yeah.
technology, right? Dude, congrats on your bit 8, 100%, right? But I'm talking about, don't come on the stage and start fudding EVM
He's not
I don't think
technology.
I
fud.
flooded
Who
Ethereum at
fudded
all, bro. I just
anything?
said you can't change those
Dude, this is a
contracts.
recorded
Oh
space.
my god.
Everybody gets
I'll
rugged in
put
this
this
space. I'm
back.
just letting people know you're not going to get rugged. It's your own stuff.
Are you
All I'm
rocking
saying
the
is on
bit
each
ape? Is that
contract
what
you
you're
can
wearing?
change it. I haven't flooded anything. I haven't flooded
Yeah,
anything at
I'm in
all.
And
coins.
the crazy thing about Warnos too, Alpha, is like, look,
I mean, I understand
I
you
could
got
be
an
the
ape,
owner.
bro. I'm not flooding Ethereum. I get it,
No,
bro.
no, no. Let me explain.
I get it.
Dude, see, you feel like I'm not fighting the thing. I'm talking about Ordinals specifically. Look, Alpha. This is how a collection is done under Ordinals, right? I want to launch a 500 NFT collection, 1,000 whatever, right? Every time that someone's
You
minting these
do, don't
Ordinals
you?
and
You want to
inscribing them,
mint one.
I, I I have a spreadsheet, right? And I write down the ordinal number, and I'm like, okay, ordinal 1030 is under this collection. Ordinal 530 is under this collection. You could technically get rug coins if I'm the owner. of this project, and I'm like, your inscription is not part of my fucking collection, even though you paid $45 or whatever. Boom, you're rugged. See, like even that logic doesn't make sense, right? Like you're
Well, it's
trusting me
spreadsheet
to include
technology.
your inscription
Yeah.
number inside of the total collection. Like, please, bro, let's not like coins on Web3. I know you probably haven't been in Web3 in a
Oh,
long time. I'm
stop,
not
Bach.
trying to diss
Now
your
I'm
Web3
fucking.
record.
Now I'm kicking everybody out here.
I'm not trying to diss his Web3 record, but dude, I cannot
Yo,
have
Bach,
someone come in on your
come
space
over to the
here.
BitApe space. We'll talk. Talk to the BitApes and
Dude,
we'll just
Yeah,
talk
you
dude,
about it.
should, Buck, because I
I'm
hear
in the
you're in
BitApes
all the
DM, bro.
spaces these days.
Yeah. Dude, I'm in the BitApes DM. Dude, I know exactly, but dude, my problem that I have is like, dude, EVM technology is one of the greatest things that Bitcoin, crypto, the whole thing has come out of,
How
bro.
did
You know,
Frank
and
pull that off then? How did Frank have like a?
it was the same process. Alpha, you send money to a
That's
wallet,
fucked up.
and
That's fucked up.
then and then what they did, they looked at the blocks and see who came in first, and
I
and then
told y'all
even
that
that
was fucked
system,
up.
right?
I
Like,
said whoever is sending 0.3 Bitcoin to Frank is out of their goddamn minds, and so many people did. Like,
it's not even that off. It's like the point of sending a Bitcoin that's not atomic, right? Like there's like with in Ethereum, I can send you
no,
10,000
that's what I'm
pro, and
saying. Like, if Frank got mad at
I
you,
get the NFT, or I get the
he could
action
take you
done
off his
immediately.
spreadsheet, and then you never existed.
You never existed, and it's just you're purely trusting on the team, which is beautiful. I believe some people can trust teams. We trust
Are you
crypto.com, we
kidding? They canceled my
trust the
Jordans,
bank.
bro. They saw the
We
order
trust the
number and they
banks.
canceled them. And you trust these people.
But
If that was a Web3 transaction, it would be atomic.
Bach, you got to
Alpha.
understand too why the project is kind of different from the others, because the other Ordinal projects, the project it's already on the blockchain, right? Like people are buying into this project and learning about it. That makes it special for everybody doing it, bro. And I get what you're saying. And if you thought I was flooding ETH, which I'm definitely not, I was just saying the contract isn't ruggable, bro. Which thousands of contracts are
There
on
is no
Ethereum.
contract. What do you mean the contract isn't ruggable? There isn't a
Whatever the
contract.
Because
ordinals.
I'm creating the NFT myself. I'm creating the ordinal, bro.
Yeah.
It's sent to my wallet. It's only I have it.
And then what do you know
And
about
then I put it on a
stacks?
marketplace.
What do you know about what they're building as like layer 2
So
technology?
bro, there's a guy over there. They got into stacks early and they're up 120%. And they're looking at it and gonna let the apes know when to get in, because we're all gonna get in at the same time. But I hear stacks is gonna be the shit, bro. And if you don't have a BTC domain, go get it, because it's only 2 stack, which I hear is like $2.
Oh, is that where all the price action is coming from? Because stacks has been in the top
I don't know.
10 like 50% of the time since the banks started going down.
I don't know. I feel like there's a big war going on here,
There's
Alpha,
a
and I
bunch.
hope you choose your side. As I'm a fucking eat maxi. I don't know, Alpha.
Wow.
This whole thing. This whole thing to
Wow.
me, I'm just like mad. Because dude, no, this is not just coins on Web3. This is
So
their
what are you
talking
saying,
point.
ETH Max? Are you
That
saying
that
Bitcoin's not going to $1 million in 90 days? You fucking chump.
no, dude. Dude. Price action of Bitcoin, I'm always bullish, of course, dude. But technology, hell no, dude. Like the thing is meant to not be like strong. Like it's supposed to just process payments, right? Like I get it 100%, and I think it could be that the implosion of all these like NFTs or artifacts, they don't call them NFTs, will literally make Bitcoin just ultimately slow. I don't know. Maybe Lightning. I guess Lightning solves that at a certain level, but all I say, Alpha, is like I'm not bullish on ordinals. I'm just not.
It's all right, bro.
Maybe I'm fading it, and I have ordinals
You don't
too,
have to be bullish
but
on
I don't.
everything. It's all right.
Yeah, I
You
just
know
don't
what
know.
comes after
I
lightning,
feel
though,
like
right?
what's after lightning? Thunder.
Hey, Bach, you know how many ordinals were inscribed yesterday in a 24-hour time span?
Like what, 30, 40
Take
k
a
or
take a guess. Just over 20,000. And there's a site where you can see like what's next up. There's about 40,000 that are coming out when they're done. But I'm just letting people know, if you do the like cheapest one, probably won't go through. And then your ordinal or whatever, it's kind of stuck there. So then you'd have to inscribe it again, right? So there's a lot to learn. But if you want to learn more, just come over to the space.
There's definitely a lot to learn. we are going to check these charts a little early, and then when I get back, we are going to talk about Crow, because I'm starting to hear people talk about it, and I mentioned it earlier that I heard it on the BitBoy network, but it's not just that they were talking about it. It's that they said something along the lines of everything is burning around it, and Crow is rising from the ashes. I gotta check the tapes, but we are gonna check these charts. These numbers, believe it or not, are brought to you by our very own crypto.com. Please, for the love of God, don't let them be your daddy. Up-down options are live, and they won't let me use them. So stop rubbing it in my face. Bitcoin is at, well, allegedly 27,626. But if I drag it, it says 28,270. So make up your mind, because I'm shorting this shit. ETH is at 1734. Matic is at $1.11. Solana is kicking ass today, 22.40. I sold all mine at 21. Hey, Crow is at 7.1. Shit. And where's my Atom? Atom's at 11.50. That's a buy. That's a goddamn buy. Big winners: Rally, Iris, Mines of Delarnia. Solana's up there. Playdap and Uma. And Synthetics. Synthetics is always in the top 10. Fucking A, man. Wait. Oh, we lost Uncle Lo. Oh, man. Just like that. Oh, well. Must have been something important. You guys?
So Alpha, how's the mint going?
It's going amazing. It's going spectacular. We gave out a chimp this weekend because 77 mints over the weekend.
And did somebody floor it? Because I saw it was sold already.
No.
I mean, it might just be one that looks just like the one you bought, but I don't know.
It's possible. I don't know who it went to. I just
Okay.
sent it to a wallet. I noticed that they didn't have a chimp, so I'd be surprised if they sold it.
Might have just been a very similar one with the ice cream on its head and a yellow background.
Ice cream on that. It had a unicorn head.
Yeah. It was a unicorn. Unicorn. It looked.
Oh, it looks like an ice cream cone.
Yo, you laying low. What the fuck, dude? Laying low be killing
Maybe
me
it
with
was
these
low. It could have been
subjects,
low,
dude.
man. Maybe he won a chimp in Florida.
No. You didn't
Fox
see
laughing
what
at the comment section.
you didn't see what Lo said?
No, what do you say?
Nice to finally have a real ape in the house, team. Team Coin Web3. I'm just
Hey,
dying.
guess what, guys? This is only a $45 ape, so you're not paying 66 ETH
Hey,
right
I'm
now.
a fan of $45 apes. I think that's what we paid for our purple apes back in the day, and I still have mine.
Bach, what? I mean, what? I know you got $45. Is it more like because what's stopping you from doing it? I mean, it's part of history. It's an artifact. You probably $45 is probably not much to you. It could be some to some people in here.
The
What's
economy's
really
tough.
stopping you?
Coins on Web3. I got to ration all my biscuits here, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Tell
know,
them, Buck. What's up with all
$45,
these
dude.
motherfuckers coming at us like,
Fucking
yo,
motherfuckers are shaking people down
Bach
right
and
now,
Mock
bro.
and
Holy
Alpha
shit.
need to mint 30 of my project each. Not cute, not together. Not like,
Bro, motherfuckers are shaking
what is this
motherfuckers
shit, man?
down. Bro. I'm like, bro, you guys are not watching the banks are failing right now? Like, credit lending is about to go all the way down, dude. Fuck, dude.
Yo,
I
they're
don't
not
know.
going
I
to be
don't know
able to
about you
give
guys.
these government bonds away. I'm telling you, it's all about to collapse right in front of our fucking eyes.
I chill out, folks. It's not about to collapse.
Okay,
I'm
Bach.
just
Now
being
you're now you're Uncle Sam up in this bitch.
Fucking dude, I have full faith in this whole currency thing that we're doing. You know, if we didn't have it, Alpha, I'm telling you, things will not be okay right now.
Well, it's interesting because things are okay right now, and it's amazing to me that they have to get really bad before these rich fucks do anything. You know, like they opened up all these lines of currency swaps between the banks in different countries now.
Yeah, but Alpha, that's not what you're thinking, right? You feel like they're like injecting liquidity, but it's like I think the best
They're
example you'll
printing
probably
money, Bach.
understand
What
it.
else do you want to call it?
No, Alpha, no, Alpha. Let me explain to
They're
you.
printing
It's like
currency.
creating a
Okay.
liquidity. It's like creating a liquidity pool, right? Imagine you, Thunder, right? You're like the euro, right? And you're like this European institution, and me, I'm the Fed, right? So I have the dollars, right? You need to quickly swap your euro to dollars, right? And right now, currently, there's no liquidity to do so without a huge price impact. So what the Fed is essentially doing is just providing a liquidity line for them to swap their
Isolated
euro
lending
to
pools,
dollars.
bro.
It's actually very positive for the U.S. dollar for this to happen. Um, it's actually against the case against Bitcoin.
Interesting. Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's all you got to say is the dollar
because
gets
it
stronger,
essentially
the
means like
Bitcoin gets weaker. Dixie goes up, Bitcoin
yeah,
goes down.
it essentially means like let's say you're on your Europe side, you probably have debt or like things you need to pay that's denominated in U.S. dollar, and you can't use your euro. So you're basically like you're selling all your thunder for Bach. You know, I don't know if you understand that example.
Yeah. What I'm saying is this this is something that they throw in like real fast. They did all this. In fact, I think they probably
No. Right now, the reason they did it is, I mean, it's a big problem, right? But typically, you know, I think basically, I think across the globe right now, anyone that's off, that's basically making bonds, like you're a lender or private lender, they're out of the market. They don't want to lend to these banks. They don't want to lend to these anyone, dude. Like the Credit Suisse thing that happened over the weekend, dude. Like I think it was reported like $17 billion of people that lend money to Credit Suisse basically went to zero, bro. Just poof, gone.
well, yeah, the Swiss government allowed them to write off all those bonds. So anyone who bought
Yeah,
them
it sucks.
got zero.
Yeah, but that's
But
what happens when you
that's
take
their
an investment.
government, bro, and they voted to not let the shareholders have any say. Like, you think America's going to handle things any better when it gets tight? Like real tight?
The thing about America, Alpha, is that everything is in the dollar. Yeah, how do I communicate how much Bitcoin is? It's the dollar. Like I don't know. I don't think
You know
that
what I'm going to say,
we're
Bach.
just so we're just so big that we can't
One
fail,
Bitcoin is
right?
one Bitcoin. And if we got to denominate everything else in Bitcoin, that's fine with me.
The moment we do that, I'm telling you, the world is not going to be okay, Alpha. Like
If we
I
take
said
it
this
slow, the
earlier
world will
today.
be okay. But this, everybody panics, you know?
I think that the best example, right? It's like imagine we're on an island and there's only $100. You know, how do you sell something for $110?
Well, that's what's happening. Is all the
So that's what will happen if Bitcoin is the monetary currency of the whole entire
there
world,
won't
dude.
be
Like,
enough of it.
dude, it's just things
That's
bad
what
to get,
altcoins are
dude.
for. We'll get there, Buck. We'll
Whatever
get
you,
there.
the amount of homeless people you see, 10x that, dude. The amount of like crazy shit that happens, 10x
Doom
that
and
shit,
gloom
dude.
over
Like,
here. All right. Fat
I
boy,
don't
what's
know,
up?
dude.
Hey, how's it going? I'm across here in Scotland, so in part of Europe as well. Yeah, I mean, most of these banks are coming in and doing this to prop up the dollar as well, because as we all know, the American dollar is basically the world currency for, a lot of South American countries. There's a lot of developing countries that all use the dollar, and it's they can't back up the dollar. So the dollar's liquidity has to keep flowing because it would cause major disruption throughout the world, because it's used by so many different countries. And it's traded on the oil, a lot of stuff like that. So these, what they call, lines of arrangements or arrangement lines. They've done this back in 2008 when the banks all crashed back then. So they done this. This is not
I
the
didn't
first
even
time
know
they've done
that.
this. Yeah, they done this back in 2008.
How long did it last
So,
for?
well, they did it in 2008. They also did it in 2020 during COVID as well. So that they could. What happens is the foreign banks, Bank of England or Bank of Japan, things like that. They'll come in, they swap their, yens, pounds sterling, whatever. They get the dollar, and then they use the dollar as liquidity to push out to all the commercial banks in their country. And so that pushes the dollar out, and then it gets the dollar back into circulation. Because a lot of the West is what provides a lot of dollars into developing countries because they're investing in these places. So that's the reason to keep it flowing and backing it up as well. And again, it's not the first time it's been done. This is like probably the third or fourth time that
I
I know of.
appreciate that. I appreciate you coming up here, man. I hit you with the follow. We do this every day, and welcome to the jungle.
Cheers, man. Yeah, and Credit Suisse is they got bought up, but they got done for what, 2 billion. They got bought up for. They were worth 7 or 8 a couple of days ago, and now they've been bought up for 2. So
and this is Swiss banks, y'all.
Yeah, Swiss banks. Yeah,
these are the banks that, for my whole lifetime, everybody thought were the Fort Knox of the world.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of them have learned. I mean, people could disagree with me. My thoughts are that, back in 2008, we all remember when all banks were all imploding. Everyone was going, we all thought we were going to be in the next Mad Max movie. Everything was going to hell, sort of thing. But the U.S. government bailed out all the banks besides Lehman Brothers. They were the sort of sacrificial lamb for the people to show that, we're going to punish somebody for this. But it actually had a negative effect letting Lehman Brothers go. It still caused a major crash. It still caused concern and confidence as well. Because, basically the government could choose who it was going to save. So I think this time around, that's why we're seeing so many banks just being basically picked up, taken, rescued instantly almost. There hasn't been much delay on these things.
Is they're like picking who's going to fail, and they're picking crypto banks to try and make an example out of them, like the one they just shut down, Signature, right? Signature was fully solvent.
Yeah, well, I don't know about Signature, but I know that with Silicon Valley Bank, they bought that up, changed the name, and within like 48 hours, they were trading under a brand new bank. It was done. I think you might find, I don't know enough about the Signature one, but you might find that those assets will all be shifted into a new place now and up and running. But the worst thing right now is the bond people have been getting shafted. So this last one, I can't remember if it was Credit Suisse or not, but they've basically bailed out the shareholders and those who have been buying up, when we say buy government bonds and all this type of thing, support the troops, all that stuff, all these guys, they're basically all getting the shaft right now. At the end of the day, somebody has to pay the piper. So it all sounds great on paper and looks good at some point, but somebody down the road is getting the shaft.
It sounds scary. What do you think, Drew?
I'd just like to shout out my boy Fat Boy. I missed most of what he said, but he's from H Bar. I've done a few spaces with him. Real cool dude. If you're ever looking for some H Bar spaces, definitely join his. Appreciate it, brother. Sorry,
Hey, we're
I'm out
hitting them with a
right
crowbar
now.
now, boy.
Hey, but Alpha, real quick, like I said, I'm out eating. I just wanted to pop in because I don't think I mentioned the Kronos Town Hall is tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. Like I was saying in another space, I think it was yours actually yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm gonna switch it up a little. I got something that's like a little bit spicy that we're gonna be doing in the space. It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm very excited for it. If you're a project and you're speaking, or you're just someone that's going to come in and listen, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it around, liked it, retweeted it. But definitely set the reminder if you are going to be attending, because it's going to be a fun space. But yeah, it's tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST. I'm going to have to hop out in a few minutes here, but I hope everyone has a great rest of your day.
Who the fuck is that guy?
My God, Fat Boy.
Everyone needs to come with their own soundboard and shit. I was trying to clean up the jumbotron here. Uncle Lo came up just to pin bomb us. That's what he was doing. Now I get it.
Nothing worse than a drive-by. Dragons of the West is always doing that in my spaces.
It's always the closest ones to you, Fat Boy.
The thing is, though, I'll drive by, but I'll actually come and talk. Like, for at least 2 to 3 minutes, I'll be up here and I'll talk, and then I'll leave, like, right after I show my space or whatever's going on. So at least I come up and talk.
I'd rather you just did the drive-by.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll do
Here,
that for you next time,
I'm
Pep.
confused here, Drew. We're starting at 6:30 tomorrow, right?
What? The town hall? The town hall starts at 5.
Oh, it says it starts at 6:30.
What? Oh, shit. I gotta change
Which
that.
is when we finish, which is when we usually do the switch over.
No, usually for the town hall, the monthly space, you'd end it off early, which you don't have to do, but I can't host it until 11:30, like at night. Like I just can't do that. So that's why it starts at 5, because it usually lasts about 4 hours until 9. So I am gonna have to change that time. Thank you for noticing that, Alpha.
Oh yeah, man, for sure. And we will definitely be there. We got 5 minutes here until our third and final 420 of the evening, folks. I see Texas down there got out of school. Congratulations. Our guy Martech, network to get work. Gang. Jim Stars here. Grayway. What's up, y'all? I hope all of our Android friends have had time to re-download the app from whatever the other store. Download it from the other store. And now you can come up. Allegedly. Respectfully. Texas? Are we coming up? No. All right. How are we feeling about this week? Is Bitcoin breaking 30K, or are we retracing? What are we doing?
I think we could see 30K. I think we could see that. There's a lot of light on Bitcoin again, especially with this ordinal stuff as well. So I could see it pushing there.
The
So I could
short
see a big
sellers are just
retrace.
getting trashed, bro. Like
They are.
just looking at Kronos, which is a small microcosm of crypto. Like on MMF, I I finally had liquidity to trade, and I'm like, what's going on? And I look at the positions, and there's under $20,000 worth of short positions. So everybody must have got liquidated, or everybody's just chilling. Took too many hits. I don't know, but I'm short. Like I'm short on Bitcoin right now, but all my shorts are short term. Like I'm watching. I try not to do it during the show, but sometimes you just have to. What's up, Grayway?
Yeah, I figured I'd come up and have this conversation since I got my ass handed to me last week. I feel the pain. But I don't think, one of the things that got overlooked and I don't think anybody saw coming was the amount of money that moved out of BUSD into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course BNB. Every one of those charts pumped the same at the same time. It was kind of eerie, but it set off a rally. So the good news is that the long-term holdings definitely improved, but yeah, the shorts got wrecked last week. I got my ass handed to me for sure. And for a minute there, I thought it was going to do what Murph said and just trade sideways, but nope, here we are. So I too think that we'll probably see 30K, and that's where we're going to bounce off of and then retrace a little bit. Right now, that's what it looks like.
So we will see resistance at 30.
I think so.
Because that's good to hear. Because I'm starting to feel like I can't call it, and that's when I sit out on the sidelines. And I've taken some hits. I've definitely taken some hits this week, because it's not just the fact that Bitcoin went on a tear. It's like nobody was catching up, So my positions on everything else were out of whack. And I'm trying to fucking long Matic, and she's just diving. And I'm like, wait a second, what the fuck? So we'll get back on track here. Hodls, you got some good alpha for us?
Yeah, free money. Free money is always nice.
Thank God.
I told you guys about Sui. You still have a chance, I guess, to be eligible for that airdrop. You guys know Arbitrum has their airdrop coming up, talking about like $1 billion worth of liquidity is about to be pushed into the ecosystem. That could be nice. But here's a pinned tweet. There you go. Put it on the jumbotron for everybody. A couple different networks or blockchains that are going to be dropped within this upcoming quarter, I believe, or within the next 6 months. So something to look at, something to look over. If you're getting wrecked on these shorts, maybe you like free money.
Hey, nothing like starting fresh on a brand new blockchain. I was watching something today that was talking about the pattern with tokens and projects where they tend to peak in the first 6 months and not return to that all-time high. So getting in on the ground floor is always a good play. Oh, happy 420, everybody. We did it again. We burned through all 3 420s like we do every goddamn day. Congratulations. You guys are doing a great job. If no one told you that today, fuck them. You're doing a great job.
Did you know realistically $30 for Arbitrum, $30 of transactions on Arbitrum would have gotten you almost $1,000 USD?
We don't want to hear that, bro. Because like February was the cutoff, and most of us didn't get it. Most of us didn't. Who did? Who's getting the Arbitrum airdrop? That's what I want to know.
There's a couple of people in the borough who have been talking about what they're getting. One guy's getting about 10,000 tokens airdrop to him. So, I mean, I was just saying it again just to point out, like, just take advantage of what's up top. Like, people are going to give you free money to spend money that you were already going to spend. Even if you bring it back to this ecosystem, at least go over there and check
please
it out.
Bring it back. Yeah, if we told you about it, you have to bring it back.
I'm not gonna say what he said, but
them's the breaks, bro.
Just check it out. See, maybe it's free money for you. Maybe it's something you don't like. Maybe it's something you love. Who knows?
Well, speaking of free money and new tokens, Ebisu's Bay won't stop tweeting about their new token, and like I was saying yesterday, it sounds like it's coming up like soon, like by the end of the month.
So do you want to? So do you think that they're gonna go back to to, who's been doing work on our chain or work on our marketplace the whole time, like things like that. Do you
I
think
would think that it would have to take into account like who's been doing transactions on their marketplace since the beginning, who's got founders NFTs for sure. I don't know. We should get Swiss in here.
imagine if they just airdrop tokens to the top collection holders? Oh, that'd be sick. I'm not saying like Meerkats would get the largest sum of that money, but
They'd get a decent chunk. They've been doing all right.
yeah, I heard they're in like the top 3.
Tex?
Can't give away free money to make it work. Got to have a
Oh
function.
man.
Got to have a purpose.
Hey, but listen, if they're gonna give
IGO
away the free
offering.
money, you might as well take it though, right?
Not if you live in America.
It's a taxable event. I mean, if I accept it and I sell it, then I pay capital gains on that instead of holding for a year. It's always been the issue.
So just hodl for a year.
Why does everybody act like capital gains is such a huge number?
Well, they're trying to raise it from 25 to 40.
Bro, if I make $100,000 off of nothing and somebody goes, "Hey, I want 20% of that." Like, all right, I get it. It kind of sucks, dude. That's a high number. Like, you could probably tell them to eat a dick, but dude, I just made 100,000. Like, let's just do it. Might as well,
Except for on the short term, it's closer to 40%. So
No. Pretty sure it's like 26% right now, or something like that. Depending on your state too, because your state has an allocation of tax too, right? But the federal government is 20%.
Fuck them, but pay them. That's all I got.
What would you anticipate a fortune token offering cost or value at?
Fortune
do we know a
is that
market cap? Do we know a
is
total
that what
volume?
Ibisus is calling it?
Yeah, it's fortune.
Fortune favors the Bay. That's what I heard. Probably like a 5-cent coin. It was low supply. I remember talking to him about it, and then they dropped an infographic. Do you remember that? Back like 6 months ago, there was like an infographic. Tough crowd. It's a 5-minute warning. Nobody saw the infographic.
I saw it.
Okay, thank you, Texas. Do you remember what it looked like?
I don't recall the volume, or not the volume, the total supply. That's the number I needed.
I remember it
total
being
supply.
I remember it being pretty low, like in the tens of millions.
And then how are they going to disperse it? Like, are they going to hold? How much are they going to hold?
I think founding member NFT holders are going to have a pretty decent allocation. I'm gonna find the old graphic. I know I fucking screenshotted it. There's no way I didn't. So what was that, last year around this time? It was after NFT NYC, because that's when I met up with them, and then they dropped it. I'm never gonna find this. I should have co-hosted one of you. I will find it though. I will find you. There's Sweeper, yeah. There's Sweeper's thing. Huh? No. Phoenix Finance. I have taken so many goddamn screenshots. It's not a bad thing.
It's a good thing. What in the hell is this? Oh, Dark Crystal. Get out of here. Some of these screenshots I just don't want to see. Al Chimpone. Or maybe I have it as like a PDF file. I'll find it. But this is important information since they're not dropping anything. Hold on. I'm coming back to Twitter. Okay. 3 minutes left. Troops is here. Jim Star, I know you can make it up. Where's my iPhone gang at? There's so many people here. No one wants to come up as a speaker? All right. We pinned a bunch of good stuff up at the top for y'all. Oh, this is from Hoddle. Yeah. Appreciate that. Go ahead, Greg.
I was just going to give a rundown just on the small chance that if you don't know how to fix the Android issue, because this will bite you if you don't do it, but you have to go uninstall it from your device. Then go into your Google Play Store and turn off automatic updates. Once you do that, go back to the Samsung Galaxy Store and reinstall Twitter from there. That is version 7.5. The Play Store's got version 8. So 7.5 will allow you to come up. The problem is if you do not go to your Play Store first and turn off the auto updates and you cycle your phone, it will go ahead and write version 8 over your 7.5 and put you right back in the same mess. So yes, uninstall from Google, turn off the auto updates, go back to the Samsung Galaxy Store, reinstall Twitter from there, and you will be back in business.
Appreciate that, Gray. We lost a solid half of the community as speakers over the past couple weeks. And I can't tell you how fucking annoying it is that they keep trying to come up here every day. Like something changed. And it just spins and spins and spins, and then they drop. And it's like, I get it. We're all a little crazy.
Yeah, Android genocide.
Troops, what's up, man?
What up? Who was that just spoke?
Fat Boy. He's our new Scots friend.
You recognize that accent anywhere?
Yeah, we keep him close.
What up, Fat Boy?
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. Fat Boy from Dundee. Oh, I know another Fat Boy from Dundee. Our community brand manager is from Dundee. He's not really a fat boy though. He's fattish, I guess. A few extra lbs carrying, shall we say?
There we go.
But he's
Dundee's
from Dundee.
Dundee's not normally known for being fat though, because it's full of junkies. So.
This is true. Cole is definitely not a junkie, but he does live in Dundee, and I met up with him in real flesh a couple of weeks ago. It was nice to see him.
Good for you, mate. I like Dundee. I've been born and bred here, so.
Well, that's a good enough reason to like somewhere. I'm from Aberdeen originally, so I've driven through Dundee many times.
Yeah, I've been up to Aberdeen a lot.
Very strong Dundonian accent here, lads, by the way, in case you don't know. This is what real Scottish people sound like.
I was going to say, checks out. All right.
I'm having a hard time keeping track of what's going on.
That's okay.
Basically, Fat Boy lives in a relatively small city in the kind of northeast of Scotland, in between Edinburgh and Aberdeen, or Inverness, if you're more familiar. So where I'm from and where I am now. And where Crypto Call, who some of you know, who does all the Troops brand stuff, he's also a Dundonian. So nice to meet you, Fat Boy. H-Bar, nice.
And where everybody stays nice and fit with a little with a little help from their friends.
Yes, absolutely. Tell you what, I am pissed off about the Alpha. So I'm probably sounding a bit echoey because the other night I'm doing my usual kitchen chores that I always do, that I've done for a year. I'm wearing the pods, and the pod case is plugged into my charger, right? There's nowhere this fucking case can go. It's plugged into the charger. So I'm in the jungle, and then I'm out the jungle. I start up a little space with call just for the shits and giggles. Not the call from Dundee, the call from England, the one that calls everybody a CUNT. And so we're just fucking about and end up being in that space for like 2-3 hours. Next thing I know, it's like 1 a.m. or something, and I'm like, I better go get Pod's case. Can't find the fucking thing anywhere. So I've tidied up the whole kitchen, no Pod's case. And honestly, it's been 3 days. How can a fucking Pod case just disappear? Anyway, it's gone. So
Did you get robbed, dude? I've been watching like some creepy
not again, I hope.
shows with my wife. Yeah. Not again.
No, fuck. So very strange. They just vanished. So I've got a new pair on order. So I'm on the loudspeaker, which is rubbish.
You were digging the AirPods.
Yeah,
I used to preach in here about corded headphones and how that was the only way to do Twitter Spaces. But I've been shouting at my phone for at least the past 8 months. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, it was because some of y'all are on completely different volumes, and you would like blow my eardrums out.
Right.
Like,
Yo, Alpha, what's going on? Like,
what's up?
What is this?
What is what?
Like, dude, I get it. You know, people want to call me fucking scammer, all that shit, bro. But don't take the fucking ape and fucking fuck up the IP and do this fucking wanky shit with it.
Oh, did Low come back
Jesus
up and
Christ,
pinball
dude.
again?
Oh God, I see it now.
Oh, look at you.
You know, Low rocks all these rug NFTs, Moonbirds, Invisible Friends, and all this shit, dude. Like
he bought more Moonbirds.
Dude, bro.
He's bullish on those.
God damn, dude. Fuck, bro.
Hey. We need every single person here. So you better start learning to get
this
along.
looks funny as hell though, dude. I'm already seeing it, dude. All my fucking haters are coming and commenting already, dude.
All 3 of them?
Dude, Chronos Research went in there real quick. Is that... You know, Chronos Research still has me under investigation, you know? Like, I was like, bro, what?
That's got to be expensive, bro.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
He's been investigating you for like a year and a half.
Yeah, dude. I think he went out of business, actually. I saw...
No, come on. Don't FUD the man.
No.
He's been running a one-man show.
Did he say that he's closing it down or something? And I was like,
said
shit,
that for
dude,
a second.
like, your investigatee is still in business, bro. What's going on?
He said that when Crow was at 5.5 cents. A lot of people said some wildin' ass shit when Crow was at 5.5 cents.
Oh, he's
and
back?
I'm not holding any of y'all to it.
No, damn.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, no.
Luis, what's up, bro?
Funny guy, Luis.
Mic check. What's up?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Not much, man. I fixed my freaking Android bullshit phone. Like this morning, it works, man. Yeah, just make sure you download the Twitter from the Galaxy Store, not from the Play Store.
I'm proud of you, man. You're like 1 out of 4 people from the thousands of Android users that have, made the jump, taking the plunge.
Yeah, man, because I've been wanting to freaking talk in so many spaces, bro. There's like so much shit going on lately and stuff, and I'd be like, God damn, I can't say shit. I wanna be up there. I wanna talk. I wanna fucking ask people questions. I wanna fucking, hear people's opinions and shit. Like,
and props to you, bro, for sliding open the glass door. The rest of these guys just keep walking into the glass door over and over again, just walking into it.
Yep. But yeah, man, I was just like, listen, I've been listening, man. I've been down there. I've been all over the place, all over the spaces, ETH spaces, Chronos spaces. I'll be all over. Even spaces that ain't got shit to do with nothing but just talk shit.
This guy's a spaces master. I see.
Yeah.
I try and follow you. It's hard to keep up. But what are
you
hearing
I'm
out
telling
there?
you, bro.
What's the vibes?
Not much, man. The other day I wanted to like ask troops, man, because you know how like the past week or some shit, I'm bullish on a kid called Beast and shit. And something came up, like how the founder Raspy and shit was talking, back and forth with it wasn't even a holder. It was just like a fucking person, like a random person. So this, he wrote on DMs like, like I'm better than you, I got more money than you. Like he just pretty shitted on this guy, right? So this guy posted all the screenshots into Twitter and made a huge post about it. And supposedly because of that post, a kid called Beast went down. But we know it had to break at some point. It cannot be fucking two ETH, forever. So I was like, I remember something like that happened last year, man, with a bunch of like, founders from like Chronos and stuff. The same thing happened that where, they were bashing them because like they were talking back to people or some shit like that. And my first thought was like, come on, like you're a founder, but you're also a human being. You know what I mean? You also have feelings. You also, get offended by these people. So I was just, like, fuck, like, what's the feeling about, dealing with people like that? You being a, founder or co-founder or some shit like that. How you deal with that kind of situation? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna let Troops take this one first, and then.
No, I mean, I think it's fair, right? I mean, obviously, you're right. People are like founders, nothing special, right? 9 times out of 10, they're just another person like everybody else. Who some, especially people who have been around for a bit longer, probably fell into what they were doing, probably were part of a community, and then decided to build something a bit like what we did. Other people are more sort of business like, where they've started this up as like a a profitable sort of enterprise. But either way, you're still a person, and I think there's obviously a balance. You have to try and keep calm and try and not get too involved in stuff. Um, some easier said than done. Obviously, last year we got involved in our fair share of stupid tit for tat and back and forths, and we try and do less of that now. Although we're still happy to speak up when we need to, because that's the whole ethos of what Troops is about. But yeah, I think there's a way of doing it. I often laugh about, sometimes I do it in my Scottish way, sometimes I do it in the professional way. If you're a founder of something like a kid called Beast, then I think you got to be super careful, especially in the DMs, because you trust no one in this space. Even those who you think have got your back, who are your closest allies, will be the first to take what you say, skew it, twist it. Everything can be made 100 times worse being out of context and stand alone. So yeah, I think you have to be careful. But yeah, you're absolutely right. They're still human, right? So if someone comes at you sideways, you're gonna, depending on your personality type, you're probably gonna come back at them upside down. So just got to be careful, I guess.
Yeah, best lesson anyone can take away from this space is look at every DM that you send as if someone's going to screenshot it, because that's the only way to go about this. Straight up and down.
Yeah, 100% agree, man. Yeah, because I mean, like as soon as the freaking posts came out, it just brought me back to last year, and I was like, wait, I've left this before. Like, what is this? So I was like, pretty. I was like, shit. I'm still bullish, on every project that I'm on. Like I'm, 'cause it's too hard to fucking keep up with every single project because you cannot put your eggs in one basket and you cannot be just running around, same thing, like, here, there, and everywhere. But, the ones that I'm keeping, the ones that I'm at and stuff, sometimes I just, like, hop into the, Discord or their Twitter and see what's going on, anything change or, it's like I'm all over the fucking place. And sometimes it's like, shit, man, like I wish I could be doing more because as a holder, sometimes like you feel like you're not doing enough, but then you're like, damn, it's a 10K fucking project. Like I'm just one fucking guy. So, that's what
Yeah,
I'm looking at,
that Beast community is popping all the time, man. You're still holding those chimps, right?
Oh, definitely, man. I'm still holding a bunch of my Chronos NFTs, like just like a few, the few that I'm like, all right, these were my first ones. These ones, the ones that, they were there. The freaking community was like, crazy at the beginning, like pretty much the NFTs that I grew up, with, like, cause I'm still, in this NFT community, I'm still young, bro. I'm old as fuck, but I'm still young in this NFT community. I've been in here for like a year and a half.
Yeah, yo, sorry. That's the other thing is like a few of us, like me, Troops, Texas, were a little older than some of Web3. Like 40 is a different vibe, man. Like we've been through
39.
all right,
Don't lump me on.
around
Don't
40.
don't lump me yet.
I wasn't gonna say how old Troops was. I'm just saying. Like
He was rounding up.
we're up there, and we were working age when 2008 happened, and that's an important frame of reference to have these days. And we've had Twitter beefs before Twitter. We learned this shit on MySpace about screenshotting DMs. So,
Yeah,
we gotta be better. We gotta hold ourselves to a higher standard for sure.
yeah.
What's up, Bad Boy?
If you're a founder, I mean, I agree with you. I don't know how old the founder is, but I like the artwork. I like the project so far. I read what he said. He was clearly reacting to something, a troll or whatever it was. But as a founder, yeah, you're unfortunately now you're under the spotlight especially as a big and up and coming project. And yeah, people are going to expect more. They're going to slay you if you step out of line. All these things are on your shoulders. So I don't blame the guy for losing it. The biggest problem for me was what he said just wasn't that great. It wasn't a great comeback. Like it just was really cringy, and it just showed his immaturity a little bit. So if you are a founder and you're going to come back at somebody, especially if they're trolling you, you're better off just not feeding them if you're not actually good at it. I think there's a thread out there with some of the best founders comebacks. I know Sappy Seals has got some great ones. Because if, publicity is great, whether it's publicity in some ways. If you could change the narrative.
That's what I'm saying.
If you could change the narrative of what, like if you could flip on its head and what you say is better than what he said, then people are going to talk about you. And they're going to be like, that was, badass, blah, blah, blah. Whereas people are mainly talking about how cringy and bad it was. So, I mean, I'm not going to hold it against the guy. I think he's just a young kid and he's made a mistake. But he probably should get a social media guy to be backing him up and saying, I'll take care of this for you.
There's a lot of people who are professionals that if they do get in trouble on social media could lose their jobs, like their careers and such as myself. If you really truly have something that's in the gray area, use your alternative account.
Have an alternative account. Intern, what's up?
Yeah, 39's like the new 27.
Hell
yeah.
What's
yeah.
41? Let's go. 41's the new 21. Woo!
Let's fucking go, baby.
I think the roundup was wrong. It goes up, not down.
Not around here. This is Web3. Text.
Hey, Alpha, real quick before you end the space or proposed ending the space, I think we're kind of in an echo chamber with Crofam and Kronos, and I like possibly doing like the Twitter field trip, with the jungle and whatnot. It's like bumping into a bunch of different spaces, and we can all as like a little jungle fam kind of follow Alpha, and he can go up there kind of a la Shillin, and it might make for fun times.
That is my favorite idea that you have had in here yet, Texas. And we've been doing this since 2021, and that's saying a lot. We can do this better than Alex because he's asking everybody for $10, and that shit got kind of.
He's been dumb. He's not going into the room and trying to vibe. He's just going in the room and trying to.
$10 is like begging money, Like it just sounds weird. Asking for $10. So let's do it. Let's jump around and make some noise, meet some people, and have
once
some
a
fun.
week. Pick a day once a week. Make it a thing. One of your 10 shows. Make it a field trip.
Yeah, we could do it on Fridays. That might be fun.
Well, you guys are
Friday
Field trip
field
welcome.
trips.
Field trip
You're
Friday.
welcome. You're welcome to come to NFT Table Talk anytime you want.
Oh, for sure. It's a date. Y'all live on Friday?
I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Every morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time.
Nice. All right, let's do it. Intern.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just do another solid, I guess. I just want to take a shout out. I don't know if anybody knows of Hyper or I Am Jesus. That guy's a legend. Like I see a bunch of Croots down here in the audience and listeners. Like I'm primarily a Solana MFer, guys. And like this whole kind of just topic of going to a different blockchain opened my eyes, right? It's like, okay, let me go to other, blockchains and other communities and talk.
How
And
about
like that's powerful, guys. Like just talking about like the um what was it? The merry-go-round? Or like the just adventure? All
you
in
know
all, like, yeah, no,
as
it's
long
great.
as you're not a conquistador and you're willing to like come in, handing a blanket and then we give you a turkey, but the blanket doesn't have smallpox, it's all good. All good.
Yeah, don't accept blankets from anyone. Don't click links. Danny, I can't believe you're still trying to get up here. This is the 69th time that Danny has tried to come up as a speaker on his goddamn Android without going to the other store, and now we gotta go. So drink your water, brush your teeth, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't ever forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone. That's all your NFTs and crypto going out the window. Pen and paper, write that shit down, put it in a safe, put it someplace safe, and then show somebody else how to do this shit, because it ain't easy. It's crofam for life. And lots of love, y'all.